morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, it's a late start. So sorry. Usually it would have been live about half an hour ago. Oh man. So, special thank you to Fish Nerd, who was up late last night walking me through how to fix a canister filter because I had my first canister filter debacle. Also, really surprised I did not lose my crap over it because man, that was frustrating. Couldn't figure out what's going on. Of course, maybe because the pipe wasn't attached. But whatever. We figured it out. Canister is working. Water's still a little cloudy, but that's because everything got mixed up last night. So if the tank looks a little cloudy this morning, it's because of the canister failure. So hopefully it'll clear up. Might have to do another water change. Probably will. Because I had it nice and clean and just vacuumed it out. So proud of myself. Did all this work on this tank yesterday. Gravel backed it. Put some new plants in. See my nice little rotella red over there? I think one actually came up out of the. Yeah, I'll have to push that guy back down. But evening, Mippet. Good to see ya. But yeah, um, put some nice plants in there. Um, gonna have to figure this guy in the middle out. He keeps they are empty, but I think it's because everyone's out kind of looking for food. They're like, okay, light came on. Where's breakfast? They're like, the Epistos were actually just in one of the. Oh, there he is. He just popped out. He was like, I'm not in the cave anymore, lady. He's like, you said something about breakfast. I would like food. So I had to read up on the type of Episto that I got, the Epistogamma uh, trifasciata. Yes, Vistagramma trifasciata is the type that I got. See, now he wants to move into a cave. He's like, I like this one. This one's my size. But I would like breakfast first, lady. Yeah, me and Fish Nerd were talking about that last night. Ooh, his hackles are up too. They have to go in their own cave. Them and the Plecos are not getting along. They are both cave dwellers, and no one can seem to sort out whose home is whose anymore. So, yeah, they're only going to be in the tank for a couple of days, and then they're going to go to another tank. Because, he is pretty. He is very pretty. He's got a nice blue sheen with a red mohawk. And then I was like, man, when I saw him at the auction Mippet, I'm not even going to lie. I saw a Mippet and I was like, that kind of reminds me of Mippet. That's, yeah. And Fishner totally didn't expect for me to, I didn't expect for me to win him. Okay. I really thought everyone else was going to go for him. But I'm just doing good. Hey, hello, Joe Valdez. Good to see you. He was really pretty, and he's small, so I can keep a small guy. I can keep a little fish. Plus, Mr. Mousy has this thing about cichlids, and I just wanted to show him, they can be cute and little and not want to eat you all the time. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm really kind of. So, what happened last night? Okay. Like I said, I cleaned this tank up because I knew I was going to plant some stuff. I knew the gravel needed to be back. So, I get in there. I'm just cleaning the top layer of my substrate up, and we start poking plants in and having issues because some don't want to stick and doing things. So I messed around with my water a little, and drained it, got the plants in, filled it back up. But I noticed that my intake back there is kind of why I'm focused on it this morning. You see how it's got all that duckweed in it? Well, it was really full yesterday and kind of blocked. It wasn't really affecting the flow, but it kind of was. So I was like, I need to clean this out. It's been a hot minute. Let's get that done. So I pull it off. I go to clean it out, pop it back on. Well, somehow in the midst of doing that, the little connector on the back got loosened and the hose fell out, thus creating last night's emergency because it was about 10 p.m., 10:30ish, and I noticed my tank is looking real cloudy. Things just don't look right. I don't have much of a flow going. I'm like, what the heck is going on in here? And yeah, that's when I noticed nothing was actually flowing and it just got worse. So yeah, my canister vac got a much needed cleaning. So I mean, that was a good thing. It did need to be cleaned. It had been over, a month and a half since I did it last. So it was pretty full. But yeah, I'm glad I noticed it before this morning because I think with the fact that I just changed the water and yeah, it looked worse last night. So yeah, it was real cloudy. I was real glad that I had done that. Plus, not to mention what would have happened to the canister vac if it ran dry all night. That would have been just I'd have lost it, and then I would have been sad because I really like my canister filter. My canister filter is like, my best friend. I love this guy. I did make another mess this morning because I forgot to put the carbon cap back into the canister filter. That's what was actually made me late this morning. Was I noticed I was like, oh crap, I forgot to put the carbon back in. So I opened it up real quick and I forgot to close it and lock it before I opened it. And a canister filter has a lot of pressure in it and a lot of water. Yeah. So after the stream, I am going to be carpet vacuuming with the yeah, I'm vacuuming that up with the wet dry vac. So yeah, moral of the story is lock your canister filter before you pop the top off. Don't don't do like I did and fix that shit like early in the morning. Have to wait. Take precautions. Get a tub that doesn't have a hole in the bottom. Okay, so that was the other thing last night. So my sister-in-law comes in here to help me because like we're trying to figure it out. Both of us are trying real hard. My phone is like being a pain in the butt and it wouldn't dial out because that happens sometime around here. But we're trying to figure it out. I'm like, hey, I need like a tote so I can put this in here in case the water spews everywhere. And she goes and she grabs me one, and I didn't notice it until afterwards. I'm like, man, the carpet's wet. I thought I did a good job of not doing that. And I look at the tote that we had it in, and there's a great big crack in the bottom of it. So well, you know what? So does Beryl, my cat. He wants the fish at the top of the tank too. He is, and my cat has eaten a couple of my smaller fish before, so everything has a lid now for a reason. Yeah, it was it was a fun night last night, and oh, but I got it all fixed. I got it fixed. I saved the aquatic division. No lives were lost this time. Even the little girl with Pisto is still hiding back there. I saw her a minute ago. She's hiding. I'm hoping she'll pop out. I'm about to throw them some food, see if I can get them all. to eat this morning. Would you like some food? I bet you would. You're looking a little hungry. Mr. Episto's looking. See, that's how she was looking the day that I got her and put them in here, and she found the cave, and she's like looking at everyone like, "Hey, get off my lawn." Oh, okay. I got some more news, y'all. So Thursday is the 19th. Today is the 17th. Okay, I got two announcements, y'all. So these are things you should know about, right? So tonight there is a lunar eclipse. If you're nerdy like me and you like sciencey stuff, tonight go outside, check out the full moon because there's an eclipse and you're going to want to see it because it's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, so that being said, what else is going on this week? So Thursday is the 19th. I may or may not be streaming Thursday. We're going to see what's going on. But Thursday is Mr. Mousey, aka this guy right here. That's his birthday. So, in the description box for the rest of this week, I am going to put in an Amazon wish list, and it is for it is for Mr. Mousey. If you would like to buy him a birthday present, because he puts up with all of my shenanigans, it'll be there. I haven't put it in there yet, but it's coming. Yes, it is also a full harvest moon. So it's going to be a great full lunar eclipse. Also, not wrong. Not wrong about that. So we know. I'm going to go ahead and say a early happy birthday to Mr. Mousey. And just found this out last night. It's a double whammy on that Thursday because Fish Nerd's wife, Mrs. Fish Nerd, aka Sean Coffee, it is her birthday as well. So we got double duty birthdays this week. I know, right, Cat Ninja? And it's an eclipse. It's like, woohoo! Yeah. I'm going full nerd here. So yeah, I'll be sitting outside tonight watching the full moon. And yeah, so tomorrow night, Wednesday night. I usually haven't been streaming on Wednesday nights, just on Wednesday morning. Got you. But I'm gonna go live Wednesday night to do a birthday stream for both Mr. Mouse and Sean. You know, you know, just tell them happy birthday. You know, all that stuff. And hopefully by then I can show off my flagfish because I have to get my butt in gear today and finish up the rest of my tank work. Cleaning this bad boy took a lot longer yesterday than I expected, just because once I started moving stuff around and I realized how dirty everything was in there, I was like, no, I got to keep cleaning this. And then I think I overdid it. I over cleaned the tank because let's be honest here, you kind of do want your tank not to be like super clean because beneficial bacteria, you know, plants need food. It's a whole ecosystem type thing, you know. So my inner mom came out and I kind of cleaned their room a little bit too much. Also, talk to Fish Nerd about this. One of the angels may be going to a new home because see this little guy that's just going up to the top now on the left side, kind of out of screen now. Little small guy, right? They've been picking on him a lot, so much to the point where he doesn't get to eat a lot, and he's losing weight. He's looking skinny, and I don't want what happened to him or what happened to the last one that happened to happen to him. If you notice, I only have 7 of the poise instead of 8. Yeah, they kind of didn't let him eat. And I don't want that to happen again. And it's only because he's much smaller than everyone. And they kind of do that. It's like, well, you're small, so, and he's not fast enough to get to the food now. So I have someone who is going to take him, hopefully, fingers crossed. And if not, I'll just move him to another tank. Exactly. Like, gotta fatten that little guy up. So, in the event that they can't take him, which they've been asking if I wanted to, sell some of my koi angelfish, which I do once I start breeding them. Just not right now because I don't know which is the boys and which is the girls yet, so I kind of can't do that. But yeah, I'm gonna see, and I hate it too because it's Mr. Mustache. Out of all of them that it happened to, it was Mr. Mustache, and that little guy he's just cute and little, and I guess they don't like his shenanigans. So yeah, I kind of blame Mr. Stripes right there. He is the littlest angel, and I'm not going to let anything bad happen to him. So if they can't come get him today, I am going to take him out of the tank and put him in another like holding facility, just so I can start getting him some food. Because yeah, he's just real skinny. Like you could kind of look at him. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but if you catch him at the right angle, you can kind of see how wide the rest of them are. And he's just real thin, real thin. I'm not liking it. So, and until I figure out the issue with this plant that keeps popping up in the back of the tank, I may have to do what I did to another plant, put it in a pot. Mr. Mustache, a new tank to be king of. Last night I did almost do that. I almost just threw him in the guppy tank, but then I was like, but what if he eats? What if he eats Darth Fishius? I was like, no. What if he eats the baby Darth? Because he's so hungry, he might do it. Like I could catch one of them little babies and I could eat it. And they are getting, I don't know if you just saw them start charging each other right there. Um, yep, a fish is a fish no matter how small, and the fish got to eat. Which is, I would definitely fatten him up if he ate a few guppies. But yeah. Oh, I'm gonna put that in the description. I know, right? That's what I was. Yeah, and I figured he would. Like we talked about that too last night. Oh, thank you, Fish Nerd, for last night. I did oversleep a little bit. Yeah, speaking of fat, hello, Stella. She's like, please get me out of here. I need a boyfriend. She actually is letting me almost touch her now, so she's coming out. Plus, she likes the Episto Cave, like I said. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, today, she's coming out today. This is the day that Stella gets to meet her man. It's like, these young boys are doing nothing for you, lady. Like, I got a guy. So, Fish Nerd, I'd already told everyone, but I'll tell you again. So this morning I realized I have like a little carbon sachet that I keep in the canister filter, just for peace of mind. I don't know if it really does anything or not, but I mean, I'm sure it does if there's anything in there. But I forgot to put it back in there last night in the midst of all the chaos. So I went to pop it in this morning, but I forgot to unlock the hoses to stop the flow. And I popped open the canister filter. And yeah, I kind of sprayed everything everywhere. Yeah, it's real fun. So yeah, cleaning up messes. That's what I'm doing today. Cleaning up the other tank. Gonna source out some of the plants in the big plant tank. And yep, wet floor. Big wet floor. Then I did notice another kind of issue that I didn't notice until this morning. That the when I was moving everything around last night, I unplugged the air pump on the rice fish tank, which is fine. They'll be okay. There's a lot of plants in there. And it was only overnight. They've gone much longer without, their sponge filters. But yeah, caught that. Glad I caught that this morning. So now at night, we're just going to check all of the filters and make sure everything's working, just like I have to check the thermostat on the canister, because sometimes Beryl likes to rub against it, and whoop. Yeah, I am a messy mouse. Yeah. And the crazy thing is like I spent all day cleaning up in here, and I just, you know, it is a learning curve, especially like when you're, and canister filters, back to that, like they're the easiest filters because you can go like up to 3 months without cleaning them. They do their thing, and like you kind of notice when the flow gets real slow on them. Okay, maybe I need to change that now. But even then, they're still like pumping away. So that this filter, I kind of have to like put in a, a, a reminder every month to check it. And yeah, it's still going. I'm not using it yet. As you can see, I'm still using StreamYards, but I am going to use it probably tomorrow in the morning. Like I said, I did figure out the audio and the video issue, so I should be using it. I just figured I'd run out of the StreamYard hours first. The only thing that we're still working on is the music aspect. It's going, yes. I mean, I can start it. I can get video. I can get multiple mics going at the same time if I wanted to. We did figure that out though, and the kiddo realized what was going on after the fact. They were like, "Yeah, we need to turn off that and that, and then you should be good." I was like, "I figured that out on my own." So yeah, I'll probably play around with that some more tomorrow. Oh my goodness, I need coffee and I need to wake up. Speaking of coffee, I'm gonna go get some. I will be right back, y'all. All right, coffee break is over. I am back with my coffee because, man, do I need it this morning. So, the other thing I have to do is I have to get my flagfish homed, which they are more of a true killifish. And see what we're working with there on that little group of 4. Show them guys off to the world. Okay, they are a killifish, which, unlike the least killie, are not a killifish, but get named a killifish. It's crazy, but it's the way it works. What else was it that I needed to do? Okay, so yes, I have to get the flatfish, and we need to check in on the rice fish. So tomorrow morning we will be checking in on the rice fish to see how they're going, check in on their mops, and see if we have any babies yet. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will. It takes 7 to 11 days for the eggs to actually hatch. So, any day now, we should have some little baby fish swimming around. And I am excited about that. Hopefully, pretty soon we will have some more baby whiskers from someone. If it's not Stella, maybe Mrs. Whiskers. I may have to put Mrs. Whiskers actually back with Mr. Whiskers because I think Spot is actually a she. Because sometimes female bristle noses can get actual bristles. It happens to some ladies. They get a little wiry in the face. It's it is how it is. So you know if that's the case, I will. And I almost thought about putting that one in with Penny and see what happens with that situation. So I'm going to be moving some fish around. Some fish movage is going to happen, which means I'm going to have to show y'all more of the tanks. And yeah, hopefully that'll be fun. I wish my little girl Episto would pop out because I saw her this morning, but I've only seen her once, and I would like to see her again. I've seen the guy. The guy is swimming around pretty well. But where is my girly girl at? Where are you, little lady? She was in the back. My guess is she is probably hiding right in front of my face like she was doing all day yesterday. Hey, guy, go find your girlfriend. Let me know where she's at. It is musical pleco time. I just looked in this one. She is not in that one. She's not in the one Mrs. Whiskers is in. I kind of knocked that over yesterday, and I just was like, you know what? You're staying there. You're gonna just go right there. You're happy there. That's where you're staying. She isn't in. You know what? I think I kind of see her. Where is you at, little girl? She's hiding somewhere. She may be in the smaller Episto cave. But I did see her. So, and no one was floating this morning. So that was a good sign. Every morning I come out and there is not a fish floating or sunk, I am happy. She might be hiding from him because yesterday she did this weird thing where she turned bright yellow and got spots everywhere, and I was like, "Whoa, what is going on there?" So she might be running away from Mr. Episto, Mr. Jimmy Pesto. Dude, that's probably what I'm going to end up calling him too, is Mr. Jimmy Pesto. All right, little lady, where are you at? Oh, there she is. She is beside the cave, hiding in the rotella. If you kind of look over there in the reflection beside the little orange cave, that's where she is. She has found her a nice little hiding spot that she likes. And that, I guess, is where she is staying. Actually, I just looked and I do have to move that cave. It's crushing a plant. So while it might be happy there, that plant is most definitely not the happy. But yeah, she's over there. She's hiding, like I said, right in front of my face. She's like, I'm just not ready for the camera yet this morning. I gotta fix my background too. I kind of scraped it up a little last night. Little paintbrush and some paint will touch that right up. Okay. So should I just move it over next to the other one on that slate? So that's a spawning slate for the angels. Um, I have two of them in there right now. The Epistos, again, they were, a last minute decision. Again, didn't think I'd get them. Really glad I did. But side glass near the front. Okay. Okay. I can do that. I may have to move the Apanagean too, but that's going to be an easy move because it's in a cup. So yeah, I have to fix my one-time destruction of the tank that I caused last night in the midst of my late night repair. Even my little suction cups are kind of like askew still. I was like, look, it's 1 in the morning. I'm going to bed. Like, we gotta end it. It's like it's working. Everything else can be fixed in the morning. Let's see, Sella has been like getting real cozy with caves. So I'm getting her out of there. Like it's time. It is time to catch Stella. I almost picked her up, like had her in my hand yesterday, and I was like real mad about that. I was like, of all times, she decides now you want to come out of the tank, lady. I've been chasing you for like a month and a half. Oh, that fishy got too close to the Apanagean. Create a big one. It's liking, kind of running them all off now. They're all over there. Like, why are y'all all on the other side of the tank now? Like the camera is over here. Like, what are y'all doing? What in the world is going on, y'all? It's like we went from one yeah, one extreme to the next. The way the flower from the Anubias looks, it looks like it's coming off of the other plant. That's so creepy looking. That angle is real weird because I'm kind of like, wee. There we go. More of a straight on look now. Nope, that doesn't make it any better. Oh well, it is what it is. It's an aquarium. Stella is teasing me. I think she enjoys it. It's like I'm telling you, it's a game for her. She's like, this is an adventure. I like it. It's fun. It's like the most action I've seen. So that's what we're gonna do. What my kids don't realize is that in the next 30 minutes, I am going to go wake them up and I am going to tell them, hey, we got stuff to take care of today. You're gonna love me for that one. Like, come on, we gotta clean house. I gotta shop back the living room again. I actually have to clean the carpet probably one day this week too. Cool. A lot of aquarium water. A lot of aquarium water. If anything though, I really have gotten over my fear of water from having aquariums. You know, normally I'd be like, man, I was standing over this tank. I was like, I could fall into this bad boy, but I don't have that fear anymore. So the 10 gallons has never really bothered me, but the bigger ones, always wanted one, but always was like, that's a lot of water. And then when I was a kid, someone was like, well, you could drown in 3 inches of water. And I'm like, well, dude, don't tell me that. I was like, I already have a big fear of large bodies of water. Don't tell me that all water can kill me now. Oh, yeah. Drink. Well, I mean, if the fish can live in it, I mean, I guess it's got to be okay to drink, right? I really don't like how cloudy it's looking, though, from my perspective. On camera, it doesn't seem as cloudy, but in real life, I'm just, ugh. And yeah, I'm gonna have to vac the plants again. It's it's like you clean something and then like the kids come in. One day, hopefully, Cat Ninja, the goal is that I will have a big enough tank that someone can actually swim in. See, okay, so let me pull this up because the last time Darth was here, he sent me some pictures of tanks that he was going to kind of build for me, or inspiration for tanks, for me. And it was really kind of cute. But he did show me this one, and I was like, "Oh heck yeah!" Because I was like, "Man, if like you come up here with this tank and be like, I'm gonna install this in your house," I would be like, "Yes, please." Open that in browser, and because I finally figured out how to do that. Share screen. Okay, see, it's all coming back to me. I know how to do this now. Okay, yes, this one. So yeah, he was like, this cave, this aquarium right here for you. And I was like, heck yeah. if he builds me a tank and he's like, it brings it there and it's like this one, I'd be like, heck yeah, put that in my house now, please. I don't know how I'm going to clean it, but I will figure it out. I'm sure we could get like a couple of those magnetic cleaners that yeah, stick on the outside to like keep the glass clean in the archway, because we'd have to figure that one out. And then this one, hang on, let me get the other one up. The first one he sent was this one, and that was the one that's on the screen now is the second one he sent me. This was the first one. He was like, something kind of like this, and I was like, oh, okay. But then he sent me the second one. That is an amazing tank. So yeah, let me share the other one. Yeah, the first one was this one, and I was like, heck yeah. I was like, I take that too. He said this one was just the inspiration for the tank that he wanted to build. And then he showed the other one. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. But I was watching Fish Tank Review one day, and they had this aquarium that was in someone's home. And it was more of like just like a whole person could fit in it, right? But like I couldn't have been in it and like stretched my arms out. It just wasn't that big. And they had some crazy big fish in it that just didn't fit. Like it would have been an amazing angelfish tank or even discus, right? Because it was like that big, but just not a lot of actual room for, like, they had a catfish in there. I was like, that's not even big enough for a catfish. They need like big area. So, I would totally, I was talking about you, Darth, showed them the fish tanks. Because I'm finally on StreamYard and I know how to share on this one. What thumbnail? I don't even. Is there a thumbnail for the stream? Because I didn't set one yet. Let me go look on YouTube real quick. Oh, okay. You know what? That's the thumbnail we need to save. Is that one? The That's hilarious. Because I didn't set one and I was like, oh, so he just grabbed a picture from the stream. That's great. But yes, Darth, that tank. I told Cat Ninja if I had that tank, I'd get in it and swim in it. So there we go. Darth, you're going to be so proud of me. I'm actually going to save a fishy life. And I did decide, because me and Fish Nerd were trying to figure out what to do about the situation before it became a situation. Okay? One of the angelfish, Mr. Mustache, right? He's the littlest angel, and they aren't letting him eat as much as he should be eating, or she. It could be Mrs. Mustache. I don't know. They're still a baby. As you can see right now, they're still up in that corner right there. See? And all the other angels are over here right now, which is really weird because two have been guarding that Aponogean for days now. So I don't know what's going on right here. Maybe there's I don't know. I don't even pretend to know what they're doing anymore. Yes, save the mustache angel. But they're not letting little guy eat. And I don't like that very much. That's not real cool of them. So, to save the little guy, we'd have to put some supports on the floor. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But that little guy's not eating. And I have someone who said that they would take some of my koi angels off of my hands if I wanted to get rid of them or sell them or whatever. So I'm going to ask this person if they will take little mustache angel and yeah, he has no friends. He needs friends that let him, have snacks. So yeah, we're gonna rehome Mr. Mustache. And yeah, hopefully save a life instead of taking 2 billion brine fish lives. But not at the expense of baby Darth. That's true. Because our first idea was to just scoop him out and pop him into the guppy tank. But see, there's potential Darth babies still in that guppy tank. So as long as there is some Darth DNA in that tank, I can't put a predator in there. But at the same time, those guppies may be going to a different tank. Seems like that tank has taken too many guppy lives, so we're gonna try something different. Also, Mr. Episto just got mighty pissed off. I knew Brian was like that. That's Mr. Mousy, by the way, Darth. So yeah, Mr. Episto, he has a red mohawk. He's kind of cool. It's like this camera is not doing him the justice, but yes, Mr. Pissed off, because that's totally what he is. But Darth, tonight, full moon, lunar eclipse, gotta watch it. Thursday is not only Mr. Mousey's birthday, it's Mrs. Fishnerd's birthday. They have the same freaking birthday. Can you believe that? The coincidences just keep a piling up. It's crazy. I'm really awake now. I should not have had 3 big cups of coffee. That's what I was going to do with the baby angel. I was just going to scoop him out, pop him in, let him go to town. He would have eaten all the little babies he could have caught. And the craziest thing is I expected him to do that to the silver marble angelfish I got. Like not let him eat. And yet that guy just acclimated with the rest of them. It was like, oh, there's my little girl, epistogramma right there. So, Garth, I got 2 baby cichlids in this tank. Well, they're not really babies; they're just dwarfs. Oh, happy birthday, Darth sister! It's also Russell's birthday too, so it's just like birthday week here. Yes, we do need to have a bagging class, and eventually, we'll probably, what, Saturday we're doing a stream. We should do bagging class that day. Y'all can watch me fail at bagging plants. I have a lot of them. But yeah. So I didn't think about it till now. But my epistogramma's name, they're a pissed off grandma, according to the kids. Epistogramma trifasciata, and they're very pretty. I mean, the girl's a basic fish, you know. They're little, yellow, they got a stripe. They're also called the three-striped cichlid. I have been reading up on them. Apparently, they do kind of have a little bit of a nasty attitude. But you know, they're just little cichlids. I mean, what harm could they do? So yeah, gonna be setting that tank up, get it perking, and let them hang out in here for a few days while I get their more permanent home situated. Since we're having, you know, a battle for caves now, no one knows whose home is whose anymore. So that's, you know what, Squaw Bob actually sang that for us earlier. Until it goes boom. I am glad to see her out and swimming around. I was really worried about her. She hadn't been out all morning. But can you kind of see the yellow in her now, fish nerd? And like last night, she got yellow, and then all of a sudden, she had like spots everywhere. And I was like, "What are you doing, lady? Like, what is going on with you?" See, she's got that one spot on her side right now, but she had a bunch of them. I was like, "Ooh." She kind of has a little black tip on her fins. She's kind of got, yeah, like a black mohawk going on. He's got a bright red one. He's real pretty when he gets his colors going. And until I messed up the canister filter that I've been calling a canister back all morning, but the canister filter, he was all colored up and everything. And he's getting his colors in. You start to see the bluey purple in him. He's got bright little blood red tips. He is a pretty guy. And Stella's in their home again. Stella, you're kind of too big to fit in that hole. Please get out of there before I have to break that cave and get you out. Oh, Darth, also, while you're here, the app. I might have a small problem with that and the Fleckos. They're trying to make it a cave. I was like, that's not what that's for, y'all. Not what that's for. Ooh. Oh, is he gonna flare up and let us see his pretty little fins? Yeah, the color that you can't see on my camera, the dark tips, that's blood red. Well, you know, a pissed off fishy. Did I call him an Episcopalian? I don't think I did. He's a pissed off fishy with a mohawk. It looks like he should have a bike. See, he's hiding right there in the plants. He's ready to strike. It's like, I'm coming to get you, little lady. I think she's upset because everyone's in the caves. She's like, I just want my home back. Pissed off the vision. Yeah. They're probably Presbyterian. Probably. I mean, the angels, they're like multi-denominational, I guess. They're like, we serve all of them. Stella, please don't get stuck in there. You're kind of like just as wide as the opening. So see, I only need. Oh, he is a Hell's Angel fish, though. Yeah. Well, that would probably. Well, no, Laney can't. See, I need to get a couple more of the Laneys, or get a solid black double veil with red eyes. Oh man, that'd be so pretty. I actually saw one of those at the auction, and I was like, I drilled a little. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I want to take you home, but I don't have $200. That little fish is about to go run someone out of a cave. She's just building up her little courage. She's like, I am a pissed off fishy and I want my home back. I didn't even see Stella come out of there. See, gotta watch Stella. She's full of tricks. See, and they were kind of going crazy for those black double veils. I think only one set had red eyes, so it was like, man, that fish would come in here and kick everyone's ass. They'd be like, I own this tank now. Y'all all go away. That big angel kind of is a camera hog. And see, little Mr. Mustache is like, I hear I'm getting to go to a new home. So I'm just going to say goodbye now. The biggest one is over here guarding the uh, Apologian. Gonna have to, yeah, I think I'll move the slate over to where that is. Move that Apologian somewhere else. Oh, and Fish Nerd, the plant in the middle, it popped out of the sand again. So definitely adding some more sand to this bitch today. Sorry about the cussing. It's all the coffee, you know. Plus, I tend to cuss like a sailor. Anyway, kind of. You know what? That is really funny. I never really thought about that till just now. My dad was a sailor. Okay, he was an underwater welder, and I can't swim. Make that make sense? There is no sense to it. But I can watch the fish swim. And that's all that matters. Yeah, the one right there. That it's they called the one in the middle that's right between, like, right dead center of the tank. They called that a cherry. You know what? Let me look that up. They called it a cherry Ludwigia. I don't know if Darth heard about the emergency. I kind of killed the. I almost no, I didn't kill. I almost killed the canister filter that I've been calling a canister back all morning. I did not genocide another species. I'm trying to not genocide another species or bring more invasive species. Also, there was a nuclear accident. I need to find my receipts because it has all the names of everything on it. Okay, it's probably just a uh, Ludwigia repens, like a super red, but it is of a broadleaf variety. I'll get the receipts out and get the actual name of what I purchased. And yeah, but I'm thinking I may have to just stick it into a pot until I get some more sand in the back of there to kind of hold it down and some more gravel on top. But I'll get it figured out. And the one next to it, that's the rotella, the red rotella that I got, and by the Episto Cave. And then I have another water wisteria, just another little piece of it that I got in the auction out of a bag of like plant clippings I bought just to see what was in there. I was like, it's $5, you know. It is a learning curve. It is. A lot of you know, I only killed about a half a billion sea monkeys. It could have been a lot more. I still have a 4-pound can of them. Okay, destruction could still happen. Actually, those are going to be food, so I probably will. We won't talk about that. Those sea monkeys are strictly food. Hey, 3G, good to see ya. The sun is up now, and I have got to get my day started. So I am going to wrap this up now. Just as 3G gets here. Um, but yeah, hopefully tank will clear up. It'll look a little better. I know it looks clear to y'all on screen. Now Mr. Mustache is like, wee, look at me before I'm gone. See, now you can kind of see how skinny it is compared to the other one. See, that guy is real skinny. That guy's real plump. That's a problem. Let that little baby eat. Okay. All right, y'all. Gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do my stuff. it's it's not you. It's really not you. It was the sun that ran me off. Uh, but yeah, y'all have a good day. You know, if you see a fish, give it a hug. Save the mustache. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good morning. See y'all later. Bye.